don't nobody want to hear that positive shit, man.
100.
You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to hear that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, we want you to be you. We don't want you to be out here trying to rebrand yourself on the fly and making the listeners suffer behind that. You know what I'm saying? So listen,
he talking about somebody.
I'm just saying, man. So if you're gonna be positive, keep that shit over there, cuz like you can find a whole new circle. Leave us out of it, cause we with the shits. All of us with the shits.
This is raw and unfiltered, from sex, sports to culture, all topics considered. It's a good time with dope conversation. Every time you take a listen, it's a celebration. So tap in, you won't be disappointed. We keep it a buck, anything else is pointless. Facts over fluff, our discussions are poignant. Politically incorrect, well that's what the point is. We talk our talk like nobody else can. We give our perspective, not afraid to make a stand. Nothing off the record, every take and every rant is unapologetic, and we stand on that. We make you think, we make you laugh out loud. The realest place on the internet, hands down. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house.
First of all, hey, listen, look, I'm different, you know. I can be positive, I can be negative, I can be up, I can be down, and the content still gonna be fire. That's just what it is. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Big Smash. I represent the mighty Bet the House podcast, Bet the House Hotspot Media, Smash House in the building. All right, so listen, if y'all just peeped the intro, that was my man King Germ trying to spit some knowledge. You know, I like it. Listen, man, I'm one of them dudes. I could jump in any lane and I feel good about, and I'm comfortable in any room. Like, I could be in a room full of gangsters and thugs and I feel comfortable. I could be in a room full of rich white people and I'm still going to feel comfortable. I could be in a room full of gangsters, thugs, and white people all at the same time and I'm still going to be comfortable. That's who I am. That's what I bring to the table. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how it goes with me. Y'all know where I'm from. Y'all know how we do things, man. I'm from Chicago, born and raised. I could switch it up at any point in time, and I'm still being true to me. So listen, I like being positive. It's fun. You know, I'm like that nigga in the club. You know, everybody else throwing dollars, and I'm that nigga in the club telling, hey, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this anymore. You know, I can take care of you. But nah, listen, man, listen. Today's show is going to be dope. It's going to be real fire. Let's get to it.
It's the buy-in. It's the buy-in. Bet the house. Bet the house. Who you got your money on? It's going down. Welcome to the show.
All right, so listen. My first buy-in is this. Kevin Samuels is a bitch. All right? Let's just cut to the chase. That nigga's a bitch. And anybody that takes advice from this nigga is right up there with his ass. He do bitch shit, and he hide it behind the whole, you know, he's a bitch-ass hypocrite on top of that. Like, all the advice that he's out here giving motherfuckers, and he's a 2-time divorcee. Like, nigga, go fix your marriage. Go fix your life, then try to fix mine. Because the nigga got on here and said Sweetie was an 8. Sweetie was a 6. Beyonce was an 8. The nigga got on here like he's God's finest gift to women or some shit. And women go on his show to heal or to get advice to heal, and all he do is trash their ass. Like, he literally trashes them, and they continue to go back. So I don't know who's worse. The women that keep going to this man knowing he's not really does not have your best interest at heart, or this nigga. He's a bitch-ass nigga, though, to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel. I ain't gonna never change that opinion. That's That's just what it is. Another thing I want to say, there's a dude, a rapper from Chicago, and he put some news out about another rapper. He's not a rapper, but he's in a gang, and one of the gang's most popular dudes is a rapper from Chicago, big time rapper. Well, apparently the dude got on, everybody, put in work for the dude to get to where he at. And then when they went to jail or whatnot, buddy ass changed. He wasn't giving back. He wasn't looking out. He wasn't doing all this. My thing about this is, though, I understand if you got killers out here that put in work to make sure you made it out the hood, yeah, you definitely pay them. You definitely look out for them. If they locked up, especially they locked up behind some shit that you did, you're definitely supposed to look out, man. No doubt about it. That's because without them, you wouldn't be where you are. So you definitely supposed to feed them killers. As far as them other niggas, the niggas that don't have shit to do with it, they just around. Just because we in the same gang, same group, just because we fucking in the same crowds and shit, does not mean that I got to take care of you for life, nigga. Like, get out here and do your own shit. Do your own business. Let me tell y'all the story. Maverick Carter. If y'all know who Maverick Carter is, y'all know Maverick Carter is LeBron James' best friend. Okay? When LeBron James made it to the league, LeBron looked out for his homies. He gave all his homies the opportunity. This is the one thing I like about LeBron. He gave all his homies the opportunity to get money, get their own money. He put them in position. He put them into play, and then he taught them how to go out and get their own money. Maverick Carter started out as LeBron homie. Now Maverick Carter is one of the biggest sports agents in the game. Like, Clutch Sports is one of the biggest agencies in the game. He didn't go to LeBron for a handout. Oh, man, I need this, I need that. LeBron gave that nigga his cut, and then that man took that cut and went and made something out of it. Now he manages LeBron. He got TV shows. He got movie companies. He got all type of shit going on, and he fucking Adele. Like, nigga. Like, look. It's my job to look out for you. If you my homie, I'm forever going to look out. But I cannot be your only source of income. I cannot be your only way for you to get money. Like, if the only time you get money is when you're around me or when you come to me, it's not going to work. Like, I hate leeches. That's a leech to me. You know what I'm saying? How can you be mad that this nigga blew up, made his money, and doing what the fuck he wants to do with his money? He's not obligated to feed other niggas, especially they no telling how many times he's done it. He probably done fed these niggas for years. And now he's getting to the point where, okay, man, I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to do this shit no more. Take care of your own self first. I should be the last resort. That's how I feel. I don't go ask my homies for money unless I really need it. You know what I'm saying? I remember asking a lot of people that I thought were my homies for money. Nah, man, I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? But then they tricking off on females. They buying pounds of weed. They doing this, they doing that. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if G Herbo was doing this. You know, he wasn't looking out the hood. He always telling he ain't got it. But every time you turn around, he got a new Benz. He got new chicks, he got new bags and shit. I could see them being mad at that. But you can't be mad at a nigga who's taking care of you for 5 years and he's finally telling you, all right, man, I did enough what I could do. Get up and get your own bag. You know what I'm saying? And that's just all I'm saying. Like, we in the same group. We in the same crew. You know what I'm saying? But you are responsible for you. You know what I'm saying? I could teach you the game, but I'm not your sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your fucking sugar daddy. Get your ass up and make your own fucking money. How fucking hard is that? Now, if you fall on hard times, I got you. But if you just sitting around doing nothing with your life but living off of me, yeah, I got a tendency of not fucking with you. I'm just going to be honest. I ain't one of them dudes. I do not like being toyed with. I don't give no fucks about it. Like, you have to carry your own weight. You know what I'm saying? We ain't all sitting around doing nothing. None of this shit that we doing over here at the house came just because I woke up and said, yeah, I'm going to do this shit today. No, that shit came from hard work. That shit came from hard work. That shit came from dreams, goals, visions, and good support. That's what this shit comes from. This shit don't come from sitting around waiting on a motherfucker. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm broke, I'm going out and finding a way to get some money. If I'm hungry, I'm going out to find a way to eat. If I ain't got a place to live, I'm gonna make it some kind of way. That's just who I was. That's what I was about. That's what I did. I had to survive, and I was going to survive no matter what or who was in my way. So yes, I understand that niggas feel like niggas owe them. Man, we protected you all your life. We put you on. We did this. But if I'm a rapper, how much studio time you pay for? How many bars you write? You know what I'm saying? How many verses you spit? You know, how many hooks you sing? Like, this is the shit I'm looking for. Just because you roll my blunt up or some shit like that, it don't mean that I owe you for life, nigga. Now, if you took a nigga life that was trying to take me out, fuck yeah, I got you for life because you did something solid for me and I could have been gone. But if you hanging around and you just hanging around and you just hanging around, you bring absolutely no value to the situation, then what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck am I supposed to look out for you for? You know what I'm saying? Why am I looking out for a motherfucker that can't look out for itself? You know what I'm saying? And when niggas do that shit, when niggas go discuss gang business with the internet, that make me think niggas is really bitches and really jealous. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about Buddy. I'm just saying period. Because I see a lot of niggas do that shit. They get on the internet and blast they homie. I had a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? You expected loyalty from certain individuals and you don't get it. So now you feel like the world is against you. Well, yeah, I get that. If that's your man's, that's your man's. But at the end of the day, I ain't living off no nigga. That's like that's the worst. It's worse than living off your chick. Living off your chick is bad, but living off another nigga, oh yeah, that shit's terrible. I don't give no fuck what nobody say. That shit's terrible. That's just the worst feeling in the world, to have another nigga be responsible for your way of life. Nah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Ain't no nigga holding my hand and giving me an allowance, nigga. Nah, I ain't doing that shit. I would tell you right now, I'm not doing that shit. But yeah.
You ready for the hot topic? We got the juice. It's going down. Oh, we gonna play some poker today. Roll that shuffle. Roll that shuffle.
Hey, listen. This episode was about coming in, you know, and I'm gonna call this from Future to Russ. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of Russell Wilson type of dudes out here right now that used to be a Future type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that dude. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was one of them dudes that relationships, I didn't too much give a fuck about them. I didn't. Like, my relationship mind frame was, we're gonna fuck and we're gonna enjoy life. I didn't believe in titles. I didn't believe in you're my woman. I didn't believe in I'm your dude. I believed in, for the moment, we're enjoying this moment, and that's what it is. I'm not here forever. So don't get comfortable and get to thinking, oh yeah, he's gonna be with me forever. This is real true love. Like, even if I had kids by you, it was like, I'm cool on that. Like, my whole thing about it was, though, you get tired. I think you get tired of living that way. You get tired of seeing women cry. You get tired of being told you're this bad person. You get tired. I used to be a Future ass nigga. I'm going to tell you. I am going to tell you some shit. I used to literally treat whoever was in my life like shit. Okay? I will be completely honest. I definitely had kids back to back. I definitely was going from one baby mama to the next. I was fucking chicks left and right. While I had these baby mamas, I was doing a lot of foul shit. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't give two fucks. I didn't care. The one thing that was consistent about me was I took care of my kids. I saw my kids. I think I'm a lot better father now than I was back then, because back then, again, I loved the streets more than I loved being a father. Now, it's a difference between not loving my kids, because I loved my kids, but it was just, I think I loved being a street dude. I think I loved being a street dude more than I loved being a father at that point, you know, because I was always in the streets. I was always in somebody else's bed. I was always, you know, down talking and talking bad towards women because I thought that made me a man. I thought that made me feel good. I thought that made me, you know, Superman. I thought that made me invincible. It didn't. That shit made me a horrible human being. And I felt so bad with the way some of my relationships in the past ended, because it was like, yeah, you ain't the dude doing like this. You ain't the dude talking like this. You know what I'm saying? There have been so many times that God had blessed me with shining opportunities to change my life and change my ways. And I didn't do it. I didn't fucking do it. He put some great women in my life. Like, even now to this day, like, I'm cool. I'm cool with all my kids' mothers. I'm cool with them. Like, we're very, very close. You know what I'm saying? I can hit them up for anything. I can talk to them about anything. We're cool. I can get my kids when I want to. You got to think about it, though. It wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that. I'll tell you why. My first kid mother, you know, we were each other's first time having a kid. You know what I'm saying? So, I was shit. That was a learning experience for both of us. And the thing about that was, I was her first. And the thing about that was, I really, to me, I valued that. You know, it's an honor to be somebody's first. You value that. But at the same time, it was like just another notch on the belt. And a part of me was saying that, like, yeah, you accomplished that. You accomplished something. Go off the band. You feel good. Take a bow. Pat yourself on the back. But when my son came from that, it was like, I am in no way, shape, or form ready to be a father. Like, I am still out here in these streets. I'm still out here fucking women left and right. You know, even though she's here with me and she's home and she does a great job. She takes care of the house. She took care of me. Whatever I needed, she was there. 110%. 110%. But I was still doing me, though. You know, I had a good woman. She was a good woman. She was a good fucking woman. Like, all bullshit aside, to this day, she's still a good woman. She just wasn't the woman for me because I couldn't get over myself. You know what I'm saying? So when we ended, I didn't know how to deal with it. I thought this shit was going to be forever. I thought me and her was going to work it out. We was going to keep it together. Yeah, we broke up, but we still going to be humping. This is what I thought. And I thought that up until I seen the new nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I was toxic. I didn't want you. We wasn't going to be together, but you wasn't finna go be with another nigga either. Nah, that shit wasn't going to work. So it was like, I would fight this dude every time I fucking saw him. We would fight, you know? And I always tell this story because I stopped fighting him once I realized that he was going to be around. There was nothing I could do. She ended up getting pregnant by this dude. And it was like, there was nothing I could do about it, you know? So it was like, yeah, I'm going to make this happen with him and he's going to be around and we engaged and we doing this and we doing that. So then it was like, yeah, what am I steady beating this dude ass for? He's not going nowhere. The nigga is showing me that he can take a punch. He could take an ass whooping. He's going to be here, you know? So that was the situation, you know? By the time I had kid number 2 and number 3, who were a month apart from each other, I already pretty much knew how to adapt and how to handle situations, but I was still doing foul fuck shit. I was still going back and forth between them. I was still fucking on them. I wake up and go to bed with one and then wake up and have breakfast with the other. I would be lying and saying I'm going to work when I'm really just at the other chick house. All type of shit. I was doing so much, dog. I was doing so much. And back then I thought I was the man. I thought like, yeah, I'm the man. I got this shit under wraps. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know the story about my birthday party and how I had both of them at the party. And then I had like 6 other chicks that I was fucking on at the party. It was just toxic. I was a toxic ass dude, man. Like I was super toxic. I wasn't ready to commit to nobody. I was living a life. I was out here fucking. I was out here making kids. I was out here fucking. I was out here running the streets. I wasn't trying to be the man that I was supposed to be because I felt like, man, with all these kids, I haven't lived my life yet. I haven't gotten to my life yet. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like at the time I was selfish. I was a selfish ass dude. Like you could give me everything that you have and I still felt like it wasn't good enough. I still felt like I needed more. I still felt like I had so much shit left to accomplish. And it was like, yeah, you're blocking that. You're hindering that. So yes, I can't love you how you want me to love. Even though I know you love me, you're going to do everything for me and you're going to give me everything that I desire. But it was like, I still needed that extra kick. I needed that extra push. So despite what you did for me or how you treated me, I still was going to do me. And that was the thing. And I know people be like, oh, Smash ain't worth it. He ain't worth that. He don't look all that, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. In my prime, oh, baby, I was one of them niggas. All right? Don't get it twisted. I was one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I made my own way. Ain't a motherfucker out here said they could put me on or they did some shit for me that I never gave back. None of that shit. You could never say that about me. But I think what it was I was so toxic. You know what I'm saying? We was fucking and then I would leave. You know, it wasn't no staying up, cuddling, making love to you. I had tendencies of being a crazy ass dude though. I felt like if I'm dealing with you, that's all you need. You don't need nobody else. So yeah, did I do the showing up at my baby mama's houses and all that shit when I felt like it was another nigga there? Yeah. What nigga hasn't? You know what I'm saying? I've definitely did a bunch of pull-ups. I think I was the Tariq of Chicago because I always pulled up and I never had a car. But if I was in the car, it was with one of my homies. You know what I'm saying? I kept one of their cars. I kept one of my baby mama's cars, et cetera, et cetera. Like we made moves. I made moves regardless. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter. If I felt like something wasn't right, I was pulling up. And then wherever it went, it went. That's how I was feeling. I was real super toxic. You know, I would have you thinking, oh, she got her a new man now. All right, let me go spin the block and let me talk about it. Let me go talk to her. Let me go drop this pipe down in her, et cetera, et cetera. Have her back in her feelings and, you know, not even worry about dude no more because, you know, she thinking, oh, he back. We back. I'm back. We gonna make this work. No, we're not. I was a toxic ass nigga, dog. Like I was super fucking toxic. And the reason why I was toxic, I guess, because I felt like I could do it. That's all. I felt like I could do it. I felt like I could be this way towards women because they allowed me to be this way. So I started feeling myself. Ego got too big. The way of life got too big. I started doing and saying and just living life. And yeah, I regret it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I definitely regret it because I felt like I could have did so much better and I could have did a lot of things better. No, I don't have any regrets about past relationships or anything like that. I just have regrets about how I treated people. I ain't hollering, oh, I want my exes back or nothing like that. No, I don't think there is one ex that I have been with that I say I just gotta have back. Now I look back at things and be like, yeah, I should have treated you better. I should have raised my son in a better environment. I should have raised my kids in a better environment. I got a daughter now, so I ended up having 3 kids with one person, and I thought it was life. I thought it was gonna be forever. This was the second baby mama. I thought it was gonna be for life. You know, we ended up having 3 kids. Now this is about as close to feeling like this shit was forever, even though I knew it wasn't gonna never be. Cause I was never gonna be faithful. I was never gonna be honest. I was never gonna be just with her. And this is how I said I knew I was toxic. And I knew that I was a future ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? My money was my money. You was out here fending for yourself. I wasn't gonna fend for you. I was gonna take care of my kids, and you were gonna fend for yourself, because I felt like you're not my woman. You know what I'm saying? You cooking, you cleaning, you fucking, you sucking, you taking care of the kids, you cashing me out. I got your car, you're supporting all my music dreams and everything. Yeah, you doing all that, but we still not together. Facts, like, we still not together. We still not gonna be together. You know what I'm saying? We ain't building nothing. I ain't seeing forever with you. And it was nothing. It was nothing, you know. It was never gonna be nothing more than that. You know what I'm saying? It was never gonna be nothing more than that. It was never gonna be forever. I felt like that. Now, I have done a bunch of okey doke shit. Like, I done sold dreams and told you, yeah, we gonna be together. We gonna be forever. Because at that point, I was saying anything I could to get to the vagina. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna say whatever you wanted me to say. Oh yeah, you gonna buy me that new bag, baby? Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm gonna buy you that new bag. Fuck. You ain't getting no bag, Chief. I'm gonna tell you that right. But the thing about it was, though, man, listen, because I was so toxic, I felt like I attracted toxic women, you know? And then after a while, toxic women wasn't my thing. I wanted the good girls. I wanted the good girls. I wanted to talk to the good girls because I wanted to sprinkle some of this toxicness shit into their life. And although it could have worked out, it didn't. You know, I turned a lot of good girls bad. You know, I told y'all about my first baby mama. I think I turned her into, I think she learned so much from dealing with me that she knows what to and what not to tolerate. I think all of them are like that. They know what and who to tolerate. They know what they're not looking for in a mate. So I think I played a role in that, you know, after dealing with me and knowing that I was an ain't shit ass nigga, even though I treated you good, you know what I'm saying? I was an ain't shit ass nigga. And, you know, you think about a lot of things and you be like, yeah, this gonna change. You're gonna be the one to change me. Because I think women get with toxic dudes because they feel like, yeah, I'm gonna be the one to change him. I'm gonna be the one to stop him from doing all this shit. He's gonna choose me. When in all actuality, that dude is never gonna stop. He has to find it within himself. Nothing you can say or you can do is going to change that man. If he's lying, he's lying. If he's cheating, he's cheating. You could suck, fuck, give him threesomes. You can cash him out. You could take him on trips. You could buy him a house. You could buy him a car. You can get him a job. You could do whatever the fuck you feel like you want to do. Rest assured, that man ain't gonna change unless he want to change. And you know, that was me. That was me. I definitely didn't see change coming. I definitely didn't feel like anybody could change me. I definitely didn't feel like I wanted to be changed. I was having fun. I was getting different pussy every night or every day. You know what I'm saying? Me and my cousin, we used to have like little contests. See how many chicks we can get over in a day, or see how many chicks we can get over in a week. We used to have these, me and my cousin Keith, we used to have these type of contests, these little type of things, you know, and, you know, we love the challenge, you know, whether it was on the block, whether it was on the party line, whether it was on online. Hey, man, listen, we was going to get them left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. Real toxic, fun shit, because it was fun at the time. You know what I'm saying? You never really care about nobody getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? You never care about nobody getting hurt because you're having too much fun. And that's what I think it was with me. I was having way too much fun being a toxic ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was having way too much fun being a toxic ass nigga. And I was loving that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why when the shit was going on with Future, I wasn't even mad at Future because it was like, nigga, I've been there. I've done those things that Future has done. I've been there. I've rode them waves. That shit fun as hell until it's not. Until it's not fun. Because now you realize that you're hurting people that could possibly very well love you. And I think I became so toxic, man, because I got lied to and played so many fucking times. Like, motherfuckers was really just out to use and abuse. So then it was like, I got tired of being a nice guy. Now, I ain't gonna say I was a Russell before I became a Future and then I became a Russell again. No, I was always a Future. I was always a Future ass nigga. I was always gonna be a Future ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I would lie to you. I would con you. I will say anything I can to get what the fuck I want. Then when I got what I wanted, I was gone. Fuck that shit. I'm out. Peace. I'm done. I'm gone. That was always my biggest thing. I ain't have no remorse for you. I ain't have no respect for you. I ain't have no misunderstanding for you. I was gonna do what I had to do, and that was gonna be the end of it. You know what I'm saying? That was gonna be the end of it. I was gonna be me. Shit, regardless. I was just gonna be me. It had nothing to do with how good you treated me. Because yes, you could be the best woman in the world. And you know, the pussy could be fire. The mouth could be fire. The chewy could be fire. You know what I'm saying? You could be that. You could be all of that. And it was still like, I wanted to explore. I wanted to have 4 or 5 different chicks. You know, I wanted to have all this at once. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to have a harem of chicks. That was just my thing. I was a toxic ass nigga. You know, you could be my kid mother. You could be somebody. You know, I was just fucking on. It didn't matter. Whatever attachment you had to me didn't matter. I just wanted to fuck. That was my thing. I just wanted to fuck. I wasn't trying to get stuck and locked down. I just wanted to fuck. I wanted to be a toxic ass nigga. When you thought that you were finna go move on to somebody else, here I go popping up. You know what I'm saying? I was watching Facebook pages. I was watching Snapchats. I was watching Instagrams. I was watching all that shit, and I was just like, yeah, I ain't really, you know, if you was by yourself, I wasn't really feeling you. But once you decided to go get with another nigga, I had to get into it. I had to cause drama. I had to come fuck you 7 ways from hell. I had to. Just to remind you that this demon dick still exists, that it's still around. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that I thought. I thought I was the man. I thought this is how you get all the power and all the women and all the money. This is how you got to act to get that shit. And I was like, yeah, this is the life. And then, you know, shit started happening left and right to me. And it was like, you got to slow down. You got to slow down. Now, listen, all the fucking and shit that I was doing, I learned that people have feelings. And up until the shit happened to me, I ain't really give a fuck. I'm going to be completely honest. I ain't really give a fuck. I didn't. It didn't really bother me. It felt like, yeah, I'm still going to be me. But then, you had to think about it too. Like, everybody has feelings, everybody hurts. So I was out here doing a lot of hurting. I was out here laying my seed in gardens that I knew I wasn't gonna take care of. You know what I'm saying? So there was a situation where you run into a chick who don't provide the things that others had, who didn't have their own car, their own crib, you know, shit like that. But you liked them. You know what I'm saying? You liked them. You know, the pussy was fire, whatever the reason was, you liked them. And you wanted to like them. And you wanted to keep liking them. So you did a little trick off shit. I had my trick off moments. Fuck yeah. Man, look, listen. If I knew that I wanted somebody bad enough, and the only way they was going to fuck with me is if I brought them a bag, or I brought them some shoes, or I brought them some outfits or some shit like that. Hey, man, listen, I'm going to do what I had to do to get in position. money ain't about shit. You can get that money, you know what I'm saying? You can get that back. So if I had to trick off to get you, then shit, it is what it is. Because all it was gonna take was for me to give you demon dick one time, and then it was like, shit, it's a wrap. It's ball game. And more times than not, that shit worked. That's how I ended up with 4 baby mamas, 7 kids, a wife, 2 more kids on top of that. So yeah, demon dick is a real thing. But I started realizing that, you know, having to take care and having to trick off to people, it doesn't feel good. Because sometimes you want to be catered to too. You want to be spoiled to too. You want to be valued too. So up until I met Shantae, who had literally did everything for me that I was doing for other people. You know what I'm saying? Like literally doing everything. She was doing all the catering and spoiling and all that shit. And I felt good. A nigga felt good. A nigga felt like, damn, where the fuck has this been all my life? Because yeah, I was getting treated and valued, but it's levels to it. Like the levels of her catering was up there compared to, you know what I'm saying, it shifts. You know, she was up and they were down. You know, they were down. So it was up there. It was crazy. So then as time went along and I started hanging out with Shantae more and I started being around her more, I started feeling different inside. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling like I want to be Big Daddy, you know what I'm saying, to the world. I just wanted to be Big Daddy to one person. And I ain't never had that feeling because, again, I've been with a lot of women and I've never had that fucking feeling to where, damn, I want to settle down and build something with her. You know, we will say anything we can to bust a nut. You know what I'm saying? We'll say anything we can to bust a nut. And at that point, I was saying anything I can to bust a nut. Plain and simple. That's what it was. And then, you know, I met Shantae, and then it was like, yeah, we're going to do a little bit more than just bust a nut. Let's establish something. Let's build something. Let's grow something. Let's adapt. Let's focus on that. Let's make this work. But here's the thing, though. While I'm saying all those things, and a part of me might have wanted to capitalize and go execute, I was still out here doing fuck shit. I was definitely still out here doing fuck shit. I was definitely still out here fucking. I was definitely still out dealing and talking to other women. Now, the thing about all that was, the only difference with that was I was not in a relationship with these women. Like in the past, I would be in relationships, or they would think I would be in relationships. You know what I'm saying? They would think that I would be in relationships. They would think I would be in relationships. And the thing about it was, we weren't in relationships. I was just going to say whatever it took for me to fuck, whatever it took for you to be around, whatever it took for you to not be mad. These are the things that I was going to do. Well, once it got to the point where, you might want to spend the rest of your life with this one here. This one feel different. The time feel different. The sex feel different. The gift giving feel different. All of these things were feeling different to me. You know what I'm saying? They weren't the normal, damn, this shit feels so good until we fuck and then I'ma disappear. They wasn't that. It wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't one of those emotional things. It was, I'm gonna fuck, but it wasn't no emotional feeling behind it. Like, we gonna tell each other all these sweet nothings. We gonna tell each other all these sweet things, and then when this shit over with, I'm gone. I'm back to hit the block. I'm back to look for my next piece of ass. I'm back to looking, that's just where I am. I'm back to doing me. I'm back to looking for me. And And I get it. I get it, man. Listen. Some dudes will not tell you any of this shit. Some dudes will not tell you any of this shit that they're feeling. Some dudes will not tell you any of this. They will tell you they've always been perfect. They've always been the perfect dude. But I was an ain't shit ass nigga. I'll admit it. And then I got married. And then it was like I slowed down on my ain't shitness. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense. I wasn't doing, I was still not shit, but I wasn't wilding out like I normally would. Like I was still, you know, in the streets. I was still fucking, but I wasn't fucking as much. I wasn't doing as much. I was at home, but I was still in the streets, if that makes sense. And it got to the point where not even her getting tired, you know what I'm saying, of me. It was more so I'm tired of me. You know, now when you see something or somebody that you really want, that you really value, and you tired of seeing them in pain, and you're going through the shit and you wish you could do something about it. Well, yeah, this is one of those moments, you know what I'm saying, where I got tired of being that guy. You know, I was like, yo, I've been doing this shit for 20 years. When do you grow up? When do you evolve? When do you sit here and feel like you got to do something different? You know, you got to do something different. When do you feel like it's your time to grow up? Was my whole thing. When do you feel like it's your time to grow up? When do you feel like you're going to evolve? When do you feel like you're going to be that one dude that your kids can be proud of and say, yeah, that's my daddy. Not my daddy the pimp, but my daddy the man. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I had to grow up and function and get it right, because I wanted to be something better. I did. I wanted to be something better. I was a toxic ass dude. But then once I started figuring out what love really was, because this woman stayed through until she couldn't with all my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, yeah, you want to do right for those kind of people who stand by you even when they know you are a fuck up. Even when they know that you are a screw up, you are a liar, you are a cheater, you are a disrespectful motherfucker, you don't have a filter, you're going to say whatever the fuck's on your mind. There's going to be times where things are being said and done, actions are being made that shouldn't be made. You know, relationships, like, yes, I was one of them dudes. When I tell you I was one of them dudes, I was out here reckless. I ain't get no fuck about life. You know, I didn't at that point. Like, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to live my life. But then as you start to get older, the shit starts to wear down, and then you want a family. You want to have kids. You want to have that white picket fence with the big dog. You want to have all these things. Now it comes down to the lesson of having all these things with just one person. And that's what I was striving for. I was striving to just be that one person woman, that one person man for one woman. And it was super hard. It was super fucking hard. Still to this day, it's super hard, because you are trying to go back from who you used to be into who you are now. So it's like the more you try, the world doesn't give you credit for that. They don't give you credit for trying. They don't want you to try. They want you to get up and succeed. They don't want you to just try. They want you to succeed. They want you to make it work. They want you to be a finished product today. So, I gotta be honest. I wanted to grow. I wanted to be the man that, again, my lady and my kids could be super proud of, could realize, oh man, my daddy gives a fuck. I watched how my daddy didn't always treat my mama right, but he did treat somebody right. He did find somebody to show that he can. And I try, man. Like, sometimes it's just all about effort. Sometimes it's just about giving effort. Sometimes it's just about understanding who you're dealing with and who you are as a person and what you want out of life. You don't have to be done overnight. You don't have to be done in the blink of an eye. You can take your time and figure you out. I was one of them dudes, even though I know I was a shitty ass person, I kept women around me. You know what I'm saying? I kept women around me. I don't know why. You know, I didn't have the charm or the personality. I ain't the most handsomest motherfucker walking. But I think the thing about me was I was myself. You know what I'm saying? I was myself. I wasn't trying to be like the dope boys. I wasn't trying to be like the gangsters. I wasn't trying to be like the thugs and the thuggers and all that. Man, I was just trying to be me. I was just trying to get the fuck on and stay the fuck out the way, get money, and live life. That's who I was. Now, I could tell you I ain't been this happy in a long ass time. Like, mentally, I'm a lot better. You know, I know my value towards women. I know their value towards me. I'm a lot better mentally. Like, mentally, I'm a lot fucking better. I'm more of a calmer. I know how to talk with more decency and respect towards women, towards my my relationship. I'm more somewhat understanding now. Listen, just because you're this person does not mean the world is going to accept you. That's like going out and shooting 5 people, right? And then you go away for 10 years. And then you come back around and you slapping high fives and shit like everything's the same. Now, there are some people. Think about Alpo for a second. Just an example. Alpo did some fuck shit. He did some fuck shit. Niggas didn't forget that shit. They don't give a fuck how long ago it was. He did some fuck shit. And he got home and he got comfortable and he kept going to the neighborhoods and people were seeing him and, you know what I'm saying, he got too comfortable. He felt like, oh, I changed my life. I'm not the same person. The streets don't give a fuck about that shit. Old relationships don't care. Your exes and shit don't give a fuck about that shit. They don't care who you are now. They just never forget what you did. So I try to live right by all the right people and try to get along with everybody because the streets don't forget. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. You know, them gangsters out here, oh man, I changed my life around. I gave my life to God. Man, we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sounds harsh to say that, but that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? If you was a cheater and you cheated on all these women, they ain't trying to hear that, you know, now you're comfortable, you're faithful, you're understanding. My thing was sometimes you relationships don't work. Sometimes what seems like forever might be just for that moment until that person can grow and get out your face and you become the man or the woman that you're supposed to be for the right person. You ever think about it like this? There's a saying. It's people that you can know in 2 months that could change your life more than people you don't know for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. You know what I'm saying? Just because I wasn't necessarily the perfect dude for those relationships, I ended up getting married to somebody who I believed and believe that is the end all, know it all of my life. And, you know, I had to think about that for a second. I was real shitty towards all these women, you know what I'm saying? But then when I got to her, I was still shitty, but I wasn't as shitty. Like I cared. I started caring. I started taking in consideration all the things that I was doing. I started, you know, listening more and adapting more and growing more and being around more because I felt like this is the moment, this is the time that I have no other choice. And if I'm going to make this work, then it has to work. It has to work. This cannot fail. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was pretty much still an ain't shit ass dude, but I evolved. I wanted to be the man that came home every day. I wanted to be the man that was around family. I wanted to be the man that laid love to one woman and not 50 million because them soul ties are some real freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? It feel good to go from woman to woman, but then when you're transferring that energy to home, oh man, it's a whole different animal. So I wanted to be something different. I wanted to be a better me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to have the love that they kept telling us about in Disney movies And they kept telling us about In Love Jones. They kept telling, like, I wanted that fucking love. I wanted that. And I still do. I still want to be a bigger person and a better person. So every day I grow, every day I evolve, every day I change, because I'm changing for me, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not changing for the next person. I'm not changing to grow or evolve or advance, for everybody else. I wanted to change strictly for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just who I am. That's just who I am, man. I wanted to change for me. I didn't want to change for nobody else. I wanted to change for me, because in order for me to love you how you wanted me to love you, I had to love me first. So yeah, I stopped doing outlandish shit. I started doing real shit. I started reading my Bible more. I started praying more. I started getting back into me, getting back and pouring into me, because for the better part of 33 years, I had poured into the streets. So now when I wanted to pour into someone, it had to be unique. It had to be genuine. It had to be understandable. It had to be authentic. It had to be organic. It had to be real. It couldn't be a change up. It had to be real. So I understand. And I do. And that's just how it's gonna go. That's just how it is, man. But yeah, you gotta take the good and the bad. It's okay to be a future ass nigga, but if you're not trying to be a Russ in it eventually, then what the fuck are you doing? Let that woman go. Let that woman go live her life and find her Russ. You know what I'm saying? You could be a Russ and a future, if that makes sense. I'm gonna dive into that. But you could be a Russ and a future, if that makes sense. You could treat your woman with respect and pride and still run the streets. You know what I'm saying? Not out here fucking is what I'm saying. But you can treat your woman with respect. You can love her. You can honor her. And you can still be the street dude that you designed yourself to be. That's cool. It's rules and levels to this shit. So I guess I'm on a transition. Like, sometimes my future ways still pop out, but I still identify myself as more of being a Russ, because I want my family straight. I want my kids straight. I do anything and everything for that. You fuck with my family, I kill you. You fuck with my girl, I kill you. You fuck with my kids, I kill you. That's just how I feel. So yeah, you can still be a future ass nigga. You just don't have to be, you just can have the Russ ways. You know what I'm saying? You can treat your girl right. You can be faithful. You can hold her down. You can understand her. You can acknowledge her. You don't have to go out here and do dumb shit just to fit in. So yeah, I guess you can be. You can definitely be that.
It's the hot take. Thanks for listening to Bet the House. Let's give a special shout out to our brand of the week. I know what time it is.
All right. Special shout out time is necessary. I'm gonna shout out the Toxic Bible Study. That's my little crew, my little Instagram crew. We do a lot of shit, man. We talk some real shit. Shout out to Timo, Butter, and Noah for showing out on the last Battlecast Debate Club. Shout out to Miss Sharice for a dope ass episode we just did. Shout out to her for that. Shout out to Miss Pretty Crazy. We love what she doing over there. I had a dope conversation with her, and it's gonna be super dope. Shout out to the motherfucking pod, man. Shout out to the Pro Wrestling Podcast. Shout out to Roddy Rod. Roddy Rod been hitting me up, man. So I really want y'all to take time to get to know Roddy Rod and the Premier Boys Podcast. Shout out to them, man. They doing some amazing things over there. Shout out to Uncle Dolomite for keeping it real. Shout out to King Germ for the motivation. Shout out to my man Jay and Miss Petra over there at the Cognac Room, man. It's a vibe over there. Speaking of vibes, shout out to my man Marcus over at Vibes Podcast. And shout out to the Cool Out Corner, man. Y'all don't understand how funny them dudes really are. Them dudes are hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Shout out to my man Mario J. Arce, Measure of Men. We doing some amazing things over there. And man, just shout out to my man Styles, man. New York in the building. All right, listen, man, look. That's just what it is.
The payout, baby. It's the payout, baby. Last call. Don't hold your breath. Get it off your chest. Roger that.
All right, listen, man. My final thoughts is very simple. Change comes from within self. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to still be negative out in these streets. You can still be a future ass nigga in these streets, but you can have the mindset and move like Russ. It's very possible. This is why I became a positive person instead of always being angry and negative and lashing out at people. I wanted to grow and adapt and do something better. I wanted to show people that you don't always have to act ignorant to get ahead. You don't always have to yell and tear down people to get ahead. So I wanted to do that. I'm still toxic. Don't get it twisted. I still have my ways, but I just choose not to reel those ways out and put them front and center anymore because life is about being better. Life is about doing better. So I guess you can call this my keep it 100 moment. I'm one of them dudes who will always be me, authentic on this mic or not. You just getting different layers of me. I'm not one set person. I'm not forever with the shits. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be with the shits too. It's a balance. I'm very versatile. I got my hands in and out of all this shit, man. I've run this podcast game. Don't get it twisted. And everybody be thinking, oh, he's so nice. He's sunflower now. I don't get no fuck. Trust and believe I'm Big Smash for a motherfucking reason. And I've been doing this shit for too long. And I ain't gonna let nobody else get to talking crazy. Germ is the only person that can do it because Germ, I know where Germ shit coming from. It's coming from a good heart. See, anybody else that try that shit, I will address your ass. It's just right now, I'd rather just love you. I'd rather just pray for you. I'd rather just give you hope and let you know that, yes, I change. You too can change. It's possible. It's not a front. It's not a flex. It's just I'm letting you know that I've changed. I've backed away from the bullshit, and I've evolved. I'm doing better things. I'm still with the shits. I don't never tell niggas, hey, man, if you want to go to the club and eat that girl ass, go eat her ass, bro. I ain't going to be one of them niggas. Bro, don't eat that girl ass, bro. We in the club, bro. She done ate 50 niggas done ate her ass today, dog. That ain't my problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to cheer you on and support you. That don't mean I'm going to do the shit, but I'm here to support you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. But listen, man, this has been another dope episode of Big Smash Bet the House. I do this shit. I work this shit from the rooter to the tutor, literally. I do this shit 100%. All me. No filters. No fake. No parental discretion. None of that shit. Kids, babies, cats, dogs. Anybody can listen to Big Smash now. See, it used to be only parents and you had to listen to us late night. Now you can listen to us throughout the day. And that was the beauty of changing it up, man. We are now PG-13 and up, man. But anyway, man, listen. Big Smash. Shout out to my people. Miss Shantae, J-Day, Della Faye. Shout out to Big V. Shout out to Wayne. Shout out to Boss Jones. Shout out to Tez. Shout out to Germ, Styles, all of them. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to Just Red. Shout out to DLP. Shout out to Rudy. Shout out to all of them over there doing their thing, man. Keep shining, keep winning, keep going. Shout out to Ringold. Shout out to WV Uncommon Place. Shout out to Lingo. Shout out to basically anybody that has felt some type of way about me in the last 2 years. Shout out to y'all, dog. We are getting to the point where we are grown. Let's evolve. Let's grow. It is one person that I will never have that evolving moment with, but I wish her the best. I wish her the best. I'm never gonna clown a dog or do nothing. I just wish you the best, you know. But shout out to all of y'all, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we coming. It's Bet the House.